A local sun shining on a flat surface could not produce the wide range nor the highly dynamic temperatures that we see every single day on Earth. On a flat Earth, weather systems could not reach the extremes they currently do. A flat Earth would have significantly milder, much more consistent, stable weather systems than what we see now on Earth. The reason is due in part to the reduction in solar radiation that would result from having a sun that's millions of times smaller and tens of millions of miles closer. A tiny local sun that was inside of Earth's magnetic field couldn't produce any solar wind as ours does now. This would mean virtually no weather at all would occur, resulting in more uniform, noticeably less dynamic climate everywhere on Earth. Which brings me to my next proof, the seasons on our Earth. According to the Flat Earth model, the sun and moon are local objects that are somehow able to move around in a circular path following the equator, but this doesn't explain how the seasons are opposite on either side of the sun. The real cause is the difference in distance from the sun at apogee and perigee combined with ocean currents and the Earth's 23.5-degree tilt. As you can see, getting seasons is a bit complex and certainly isn't possible with the local sun. It's possible to look at radar images taken at different locations around the world at the same time and see a continuous and consistent cloud layer encircling the globe when you put all the images together. Furthermore, these can be verified via conditions photographed on the ground at the same time. The Earth has a length of day that changes throughout the year, and is shorter in one hemisphere while being simultaneously longer by the same amount in the opposite hemisphere, a feat only possible on a spherical or spheroid-shaped object that orbits a central sun as ours does, and possesses the angular tilt in its rotation that our Earth has. This is a fun one. The direction that a whirlpool spins appears to be different in the northern hemisphere than in the southern hemisphere. If you look down at the water in a sink as it spins down the drain, it will always spin the same direction, and that direction is dependent upon your location relative to the equator, a feat not possible on a flat plane. The fact that auroral ovals, which are visible as ovals close to the poles, form at the poles cannot be explained in any way by the Flat Earth model, but is perfectly explained with the current model of Earth and the dynamic interactions its magnetic field has with our very large, extremely distant star. The northern and southern skies have very different constellations in them, and they both travel in the same direction through the sky. If it was one sky above a flat Earth, you would have to have two different skies moving in opposite directions at the equator to accomplish this effect, and the folks at the equator would be expensive to keep quiet. Military-style compasses and maps work for navigation over vast distances and have proven accuracy to the meter anywhere on a round Earth, but would not work on a flat Earth. Eclipses are partially visible in some areas, fully visible in others, and not visible at all in still others. This is not possible on a flat Earth. Space weather coming from the sun can be seen, measured, and tracked as it approaches Earth and can be observed when it arrives, after having verifiably crossed 93 million miles of space and coming from the same star we orbit around on our tiny little round Earth. That's really far bigger than any of us can fully appreciate. You just heard 10 undeniable proofs of our globe Earth, and now the debate is finally over.